This is the independent practice for 4.8, and you can check and see how you did. It's dividing mixed numbers. So I'm going to first make that into a fraction. Now I want to make this into an improper fraction. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 1 is 25 over 6 divided by 10 over 1. So I'm going to keep 25. Oh, here. Let's do it over here. Keep 25 over 6, change the division to multiplication, and change that to 1/10. Okay? Now, 10 and 25, I'm going to divide each by 5. Divide each by 5. That gets me 5 here. That gets me 2 here. 5 times 1 is 5. 6 times 2 is 12. So it's 5/12. That's the answer. Okay? Let's do number 6. Make this into an improper. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 1 is 13 over 2 divided by 3/4. So I keep the 13 divided by 2 times, instead of divide, I change that and I change that. I'm going to divide this by 2 and divide this by 2. That equals 2 here, and this equals 1. 13 times 2 is 26, and 1 times 3 is 3. Now I do 26 divided by 3, goes in there 8 times. 8 times 3 is 24, leaves me with 2, so it's 2 over 3. 8 and 2/3. Okay. Now let's do number 3. I'm going to make both numbers into an improper fraction. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 3 is 15. 15 over 4, divided by 8 times 5 is 40, plus 5 is 45 over 8. Now I'm going to keep, change, change. Keep, change, change. And I can see I can do a lot of simplifying. I'm going to divide this one by 4, and I'm going to divide this by 4. That gets me 1 here, that gets me 2 here. Now, I can actually divide this by 15 and this by 15. 15 divided by 15 is 1. 45 divided by 15 is 3. Now, 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. So my answer is 2/3. I kind of like to simplify it before I do the multiplication, but you can decide how you want to do it. Okay? And let's see here. Let's keep going on. We're going to do 1 through 5. So we're not going to do number 6. Oopsie. Click the wrong button. There we go. Number 4. We have length of a kitchen wall is 24 2/3 feet. A border will be placed along the wall of the kitchen. If the border comes in strips of 1 3/4 feet long, how many strips of the border is needed? So I'm going to take my 24 2/3 and divide it by 1 3/4, and that'll tell me how many strips are needed. Now I'm going to make this into improper fractions. 4 times 24. If you don't know it, you come to the side here. 4 times 3 is 12. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 72. Then you add these other two. It's 74 over 3 divided by 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7/4. 7/4. Now, 74, I'm going to keep that just like it is. I'm going to change that, and I'm going to change that. All right? Now, I wonder if 7 does not go into 74. So we can't simplify anything. We just got to go across. So 74 times 4. That's 16. That's 28, 29. 29. So 296 over 21. Now, I'm going to do 296 divided by 21. 21 goes into 29 one time. So 21 and that's 8, and I bring down my 6, and then it goes in there 5 times. No, 4 times. What am I thinking? Okay. 4 times 21 is 84, and it leaves me with 2, so it's 14 2 over 21. Now, I can't get a full strip that's 221, so it's actually just, my answer is 14. Let's see. The book says 15. If the border comes in strips that are each 1 3/4 feet long, how many strips of the border are needed? Oh, you need 15 of them. I went the wrong way, so I had to read it more carefully. You need 15 of them, 15 of the strips to cover everything. Now you'll have some left over, but you need 15, otherwise you won't be able to cover the border. All right? Gotta read carefully. Sometimes I don't. So, we have Jay is cutting a roll of biscuit dough into slices that are 3/8 inch thick. If the roll is 10.5 inches long, how many slices can he cut? 10.5 divided by 3/8 thick. Okay? So I'm going to make this into an improper. 2 times 10 is 20, plus 1 is 21, over 2 divided by 3/8. Now I'm going to keep the first one, change the sign, and do the reciprocal or change that one. Okay? This I can divide by 3, this I can divide by 3. That gives me 7 here and 1 here. 7 times 8 is 56. 2 times 1 is 2. And 56 divided by 2 is 28. All right. So that covers the independent practice. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, go ahead and go on to the extra practice and finish out this 4th chapter, 4.8.